Hello, Marie.
Hi.
Today I had a big data lesson.
Okay.
I don't understand anything. Can you explain me rapidly and quickly what is big data?
Okay, well, big data is simple. I think big data it should be massive of data that we
Yes.
can manage easily. So, so yeah. So like we don't need to use the traditional software or database to analyze them, and it's also something that you create yourself. Like for example, if you go online for shopping, or you use a smartphone for GPS, for example, I don't know. And even when you speak with your friends online,
Yeah.
like
Mm.
by chat on social media, that's all this action generate data. So
Okay.
this should be very big. So like we know that every 2 days the data like is increasing very fastly. So I heard that by 2020 the data will, like the amount of data will will live around 5 zettabytes to 15 zettabytes, and this is very big and very fast.
Thank you. Hey, Marie. Can you tell me something about the future of big data, please?
Well, let's see some example of the future for big data from different industries.
Big data in the financial industry and what the future beholds. Earlier, all bank related tasks and all trading related tasks were carried out on paper. All calculations and analysis were done on paper and decisions were taken on more or less intuition. Despite of there being abundance of data, no one had sufficient time to analyze the data completely and take the most optimum decision. Not anymore. Since the arrival of technology to analyze big data, all analysts are running through patterns of data gathered over the years. They are better able to record the outcomes of the financial market and protect themselves from possible losses, as we had seen during the 2007 2008 financial crisis. If we talk about the future, big data holds abundance of opportunity. The arrival of fintech, of financial technology, and the use of big data in it is going to change the landscape of the industry, be it through payments, trading and exchanges, digital money, online banking, investments, or crowdsourcing. The accuracy of these algorithms will increase to such an extent that profits will get
The applications of big data in healthcare and how the future looks like. Today, we don't give much importance on small illnesses and just wait till it gets subsided with normal medicines. We don't realize that these symptoms might be amounting to something big in the future. So, what happens is that we don't detect and diagnose deadly diseases early on, and when we finally do it, it becomes very late. So, what can be done to make sure that this doesn't happen? Now, let's see how big data will help to save your life. In the future, we will have devices that keep monitoring the lives of millions of patients simultaneously. These devices will then use algorithms for prediction and early diagnosis. It will help you detect if you have the early signs of cancer and other diseases. Every movement of the body and the past medical records will alert you against potential harm upcoming in the future. This data can then be checked against your genetic profile by using sequencing of human genome, which once costed millions of dollars, and then that will help create individual models of you.
Hi Alex.
Hi Alex.
Hi, friend.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
How are you? You look worried. What you doing?
I'm worried because I'm searching a shirt on. I'm trying to buy a shirt online
Yes.
on internet, and I don't know how to choose. I don't know how to find a color. It's so difficult for me.
Okay. Which website is it?
I'm on Amazon.
Oh yeah, I know Amazon. Like, I think you have to search. You
Well,
don't
there are
have
so
any
many
idea.
colors, so many sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many.
It's a very big trouble.
Mm. I'm sorry. I don't know how to help you.
Okay.
Hi Alex.
Hi, Sora.
What's up?
Oh, I'm thinking to buy a shirt today.
I think we should try online.
Oh,
I tried last time, but I never find something I would like to put on me.
No, but now it's completely changed.
yeah, it's changed because online companies are the best to collect information, storing, processing also,
Yeah.
and also analyzing personal information. So yeah, so it is a means of determining how we can spend our money.
So firstly, what they do is like they give you a personalized recommendation. Seeing your reviews, likes, what you bought in the past, seeing all this and seeing how you spend your money, then they can give you a personalized recommendation of what you exactly need. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Having discussed what positive impact big data technology will create in the future, let's also analyze some downfalls of big data from the future perspective. First, big data will take away lots of jobs across sectors. Currently, companies employ many data analysts and engineers who analyze and compile information using simple tools such as Microsoft Excel. However, in future, flow of data across its complete value chain from retrieval to presentation would get automated and self-reliant, making the work of these analysts redundant. Second, big data will contribute to a lot of carbon footprint. We have already learned that the storage of data of about 1000 Google searches is equivalent to producing carbon dioxide from a vehicle traveled 1 kilometer. This can level up to 7.5 kgs of CO2 per second. Given the data is growing exponentially every year and we will require more and more servers to store it, the impact on CO2 production and global warming is bound to increase as well. Finally, big data will cause lots of disruption to data security and privacy. It is known fact today that with the growth of storage technologies for big data, we also require technology to offer data security. But the same is not developing at the same pace. We hear every week that some companies' customer data was compromised and important information was leaked. This situation will get worsened in the future if proper regulations, control, punishments are not in place. However, positive side for big data looks much brighter than the dark side, and with proper regulations and motivation on behalf of the